Are we actually live? We are.
Oh no.
Hi, is anybody here yet?
Hi guys. No, we had one and they went away.
They saw our faces and we're like,
They're scared of the dog.
Not happening. It'll take a little while. Usually I get on and I'll like do something.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Oh, hi guys.
hello.
Hey.
Hi.
We're here with Father.
Yeah.
The lighting is interesting. Ashlyn looks like she's made of shadow.
She is made of shadow.
I'll say it fits you, right?
Yeah.
Hello.
How's everybody doing?
Now, I'm not a Lilliputian. I'm just sitting back further.
No, he's just that tiny. You never knew.
We're back here and I'm back here from San Diego, hanging out with everybody. Hi.
Hello.
We decided to do a little live with Dad, so he's going to be on our channel for a little while. We just Lana and him did you guys take it away. I don't know what you guys did.
Oh yeah, we did a series that just started where we're going to be going through the Bangtan universe together. So I Need You is up on the channel and Prologue is on the Patreon, and we did film that a lot. And so now we get to do something, all three of us together.
Yeah. So we just decided to do this before we kind of get our night going.
How are you guys doing?
It's like a dead zone.
Yeah. No one wants to chat?
No.
Dog doesn't mind.
No, they're all just looking at the pup.
He just enjoys
I'm
it.
super dead, super sick. I don't know how it happened or why it happened, but I have my tissue, my toilet paper, and my napkin. It was super funny. I was blowing my nose yesterday, and one of the grandbabies, I had it on the side of the thing. One of the grandbabies came over, and they're like, "Oh, it's a baby wipe," because it was so wet. But it was just my snot rig. So that's the story.
See, I got a dog. I don't need
I'm good. Yeah, the dog loves my dad. So, but I'm good. I'm glad you're doing good too.
He didn't bite me.
No. No, she doesn't bite. She just sleeps and licks. Hi.
Oh yeah, heck yeah.
Good job with your substitute teaching job. That's not easy.
Our dad is 1,000 years old.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're all vampires here.
Yeah.
How old is your dad?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. How old's my teeth? I'm 60.
LOL. He's an old fart. We just wanted to do something all together.
Yeah.
And we just mentioned this earlier if you just joined in, but Dad and Lana doing a little segment on Bangtan Universe, and it's going to be on the channel. So we just kind of wanted to, if you guys have questions for him or just in general, and just kind of wanted to bring you guys on board and just hang out for a little bit, just because.
Ashlyn doesn't get to visit often, and we were all together, so we decided, we're all together. Might as well do something together.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's my pup.
Are you referring to me or the dog?
Both.
Okay. Both.
Both dogs.
My wife calls me dog usually when I beat her in cards or something.
Yeah, she's usually asleep when we tape, so you guys don't get to see. Mom is she actually sleeping or just in her room?
She's relaxing. She's overstimulated.
Yeah. It's like her bedtime. So
Yeah.
We
had a big day today. We had all the family over and celebrated our little brother's birthday and had cake and ice cream, and all the grandbabies went crazy. They're hopped up on sugar.
And ice cream.
So it was a nice fun day.
Not sugar.
I know, right?
I know. Well, chocolate's just a basic food group.
Right.
We do love a sugar coma.
Yes. Never had a sugar coma. But I'm working on it.
Hi.
And Dad can't taste anything, but he can taste sugar, so.
And salt.
Like literally his tongue doesn't work and he doesn't taste things.
Or smell things.
I used up all my good taste finding my wife.
Oh.
Okay, that was cute. That made me blush a little bit.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm sure you're not really Kim Tae-young.
How is tongue receptors?
We actually don't know why he can't taste.
I used to blame it on my sister's fudge.
Yeah.
I grew up thinking I could taste everything just like everyone else, and then later I'd say, "Well, how did you know I was eating chocolate?" Things like that, or onions have a smell.
Right.
But what was fun when they were growing up, I would constantly argue with them on how things smelled or tasted. And they'd get into this big argument because I said, no, it doesn't have a taste or it doesn't have a smell. I'm just playing with them. And they, oh, Dad.
It gave him good luck whenever there's bad cooking in the house, though. It always was his favorite thing. I actually do think it has to do with his olfactory nerves. Yeah. I think that he has an allergy that he's not treating, or an inflammatory issue.
She just wants to send me to an old folks home that's gluten-free, fat-free, chocolate-free, sugar-free.
Only if you're bad. Only if you're bad. That's his punishment. If, I'm the oldest, I get to choose where he goes when he retires. He's got to be nice to me.
Yeah. That's the old thing. Be nice to your kids because they choose your rest home.
Right.
Ashlyn and I actually are total opposites. That's an earlier comment, but
we are really opposites too.
I think that's why we work well together.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are really surprised too because we don't look alike.
Yeah, we look like opposites to me.
Mm-hmm.
We sometimes joke that we're sister sun and sister moon.
Right. I've adopted those. So as you can tell, those two, they look so much alike as me.
You're saying she looks like an old bald man?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. All right.
So we're doing good. The doggo's name is Rendezvous or Vuvu, but I call her Tiny and Pretty and stuff like that a lot more than her normal name. So if I go, hey, Tiny, she'll probably come before she'd come if I said her name.
Oh, my nose hole. It hurts.
I think we do too, especially since the hat is making Ashlyn look like made of shadow. We kind of definitely fit. Oh, I haven't even watched the Oscars. Good morning.
Good morning. Oscars. Yeah, I'm not really into that kind of thing. We are all dog lovers. That's actually not surprising.
Yeah, we're actually more cat people, but I ended up with a good dog. So
they met my dog, fell in love with my dog, and then Lana decided to get a dog.
Yeah, Ashlyn's dog taught me that I could love dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I never disliked dogs. I just was always worried they'd be too much energy for me because I'm really chill. Yes, cat lover.
I was raised with cats and dogs.
Thank
but,
you.
I've always got along better with the cats. My daughter kept calling me a cat whisperer.
Yeah. Thankfully, I ended up with a dog who's really chill. Oh, she's got full overalls on. Look. Hi. Her bum's a little too big for them, but yeah, she's got a whole outfit. She's done. She actually has an anxiety and a skin issue. So when she's not wearing little outfits, she'll claw at herself too much. So she lives in clothes, just like a person. Yeah, it makes sense. You probably are what you grew up with.
Mm-hmm.
And hi.
I was surprised that I was able to do it. I mean, 4 years I took care of. Tobe turns 4 next month, and I'm like, wow. I take care of him better than I take care of myself. So you'd be surprised.
My hair right now is titanium, but they toned it. So it's got some purple in it, but that should wash out. But I kind of dig it. So I might find a way to make it permanent. But it's just white blonde again. I did all my roots.
My hair color is called transparent.
Thank you for watching.
Dad's so dumb.
Yeah, you can't see actually his flowing locks. It's just a great dye job.
Yeah.
Hi.
What's up, bro?
Oh,
I am always sick. I don't know what's wrong with me.
I think it was because you were on an airplane.
I
can give you colds so fast.
But I was sick, not too long ago.
Thank you for being a fan.
I've been sick all the time.
We're taking care of her, though.
No. They're working me to the bone. I'm just going to toilets for my food. Yeah.
I'm going to say we're taking care of her, and then on the Patreon, we're going to have like 11 new runs or something.
Right.
So you're like, oh, yeah, I took care of her. Forced her to react.
No, we are going to do a bunch of reacting, though.
We are. Pretty much all day tomorrow is filming.
Yeah, we're going to build an archive.
Those two are. I'll have to go to work.
No, we're on YouTube right now. We don't have a YouNow account.
What's YouNow?
It's another live streaming service.
Ah.
I only know it because that's what Dan and Phil used to live stream.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm YouTube trash.
When will you do a reaction with all three of you?
You know, we don't really. Lana, like we mentioned before, Lana and Dad have a series coming out on the channel.
The first one's already out.
Yeah, the first one's already out. It's going to keep going. We have a lot of ideas for Patreon, not a lot for the channel. We're kind of at a loss. Lana and I are definitely going to catch up on the songs that we've missed, but we don't really have a lot of ideas for the channel. Like,
so send them to us.
Yeah, we're really
we're going to catch up on the songs we've missed.
Yeah,
that's the plan right now.
Yeah.
And Ashlyn's with us until Wednesday, but she's got here Wednesday too. So she's already spent a little bit of time with us.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm hoping, depending on both of our schedules, sometime around like spring break, going to see you.
Yeah.
Going to see her.
So if there's like a bunch of, ooh, my hair looks so shiny. Sorry.
Because you just freshened it up.
Mm-hmm. Looking crisp.
Oh, thank you.
Cute.
The daydream video ended up being a lot more than I thought it was going to be. I thought it'd be like 10 minutes. But I worked hard on that. And then said she particularly liked your video too.
Well, thank you.
There's a lot more of that coming. I think the BU reactions ended up being like a 13 video series. Like we're doing a lot of videos. And at the end of it, you get to know who Dad's bias is.
But I can't say.
He can't say. I told him not to. I swore him to secrecy until it's out. Thank you.
No, I'm staying in Washington until Wednesday, and then I fly back to San Diego.
But she'll move back later in the year.
Yeah, I'm planning on moving back home. Yeah, it just seems more feasible for school and work and living situations. It's astronomical down there. What Dad's major was? He's oceanic engineer.
No.
Oh.
My major?
Yeah, I don't know. It was some type of engineering.
Mechanical engineering.
Mechanical and engineering.
And then they later made me a general engineer, and now I'm a safety engineer.
Yeah. So if you need any advice on how to stay safe out there, this guy's the watch of the neighborhood watch.
When it comes to the webtoons, we actually haven't read them yet.
No.
So I'll put that out there.
I was thinking about,
I think Ashlyn should do a series of it because she doesn't follow theory.
I don't.
So I think it'd be cool to see her get the whole story with fresh eyes.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm just going down the list. Hello, hi. Be careful watching us at work, please. Don't get fired. And Ashlyn, I think this is you.
Yeah. Yeah, biology for sure. I've been having really big, like long conversations about what I want to do that's going to make me happy. And everyone's saying, you know, science is always going to be there. So I might switch up my major and do something that makes me happy. But also, I don't know yet. I'm taking the rest of I'm going to take the rest of this year to kind of figure out for when I start school in fall. But I'm kind of leaning towards something else right now. I don't know. We'll see.
We have another mechanical engineer.
Well, if you want to know how I chose engineering, this is how it was. Finishing high school. Didn't know where I wanted to go, but I got good grades, so I could do about anything I wanted. And I needed to choose a major, so I took my college catalog, closed my eyes, opened it up, and hit nursing. Didn't want to be a nurse. So I closed it up, tried it again, hit agriculture. I'd been working on farms for 7 years. Didn't want that. Closed it up, opened it up, hit engineering. Didn't know what it was. Looked like things would transfer. So I took engineering. It was a good choice.
I don't think you can do that as much anymore. But it's a good, you let fate decide.
I let fate decide.
With a little bit of shushing, or else you'd have been a nurse if you just let fate decide.
I could never be a nurse.
And don't go into STEM fields unless you want to. Like, And also don't be afraid to take a break from college, especially if you live in the United States. Like I know that can be riskier in other countries, but here, if you don't know what you're going to do, you're going to waste a lot more money taking classes that you don't want to take than if you just took a bit off, found out what you want to do. Because of that, we all got lucky. I think it's true.
Yeah. Yeah, it turned out to be a good career.
Oh, they're studying control theories in mechanical engineering.
Yeah, but remember, when I started mechanical engineering, there were no computers.
Oh, that's true. You're old.
I'm old.
They didn't even have indoor plumbing yet.
Well, they'd almost invented ice cubes.
Right?
Well, actually, they invented ice cubes, but we didn't have them for a while
joking.
because the inventor died and we didn't have the recipe.
Yeah, well, you had your 13th, your sweet 16 when they finally formed the lava into rocks, and
Yeah, and those heavy rock textbooks were really hard to carry around, especially through the 10 feet of snow I had to go.
Teachers a good job though too. They are very high in the United States. Hey, it's never too late to go back. Go back to school and study something new.
Yeah.
Hi, India, or hi from the U.S. to India.
I don't want anyone to get, I love science. Science makes me really happy. But there's also a passion that I have that I think I would like to pursue further. But also, I don't know. So,
well, the good thing, too, about your first, even 2 years of college is you can take all kinds of things and just see what you love. Because you might like something, you might not like something, Yeah,
I think I am going to do that, the webtoon.
I think Ashlyn should, too, because I talk about it a little later in the BU series. It kind of, hurts my heart. But I think because it'll all be fresh to Ashlyn.
Yeah. I literally don't
She won't see anything coming.
So. I've never been a theory minder.
So I think that'd be a cool series for you to do back in San Diego at some point.
Yeah.
That'd be really awesome. I'm actually, there's a good chance I will be moving to South Korea in about a year to teach, if not to get another job. But I've kind of got a tentative teaching option already.
And I would go down there for 3 months and visit.
Yeah, she'll just crash.
Yeah, travel.
We love you guys too. We really only react to BTS right now at this point.
Well, I think I'm going to do a couple things that Local just went into the military.
Specific interest things.
Yeah.
The run reactions we do on the Patreon. Mostly because Naver used to crash channels, and they don't as much anymore. But it used to be like a one-hit punch. Channels would go down overnight for having a 5-second V-Live clip. So I'm really scared to put anything V-Live on the channel because they could always start up again. Actually, for teaching in South Korea, I've got just a contact at a university there who asked me to come apply for a job. So I wouldn't even be going through a particular program. I'd just be getting hired, and they would help me with my visa.
Well, actually, I had that one reference too.
That's the reference I'm talking about.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Well, if you grab that picture up there and
no.
You don't want to show that?
I'm not going to show some other person's children.
No, show the dolls.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the picture. Yeah, Dad met the hiring manager from a university in Korea who asked me to contact them when I want a job. But they sent my parents this after hanging out. Gift. They met at my dad's job and became friends.
Yeah. We thought it was very nice of them to send us.
Oh, yeah. I know 3 months doesn't need it. I would get a visa if I got a job there. If I was going to actually work there for a year plus. So if that does pan out, I'll move to Daegu. But there's a lot of other options. It's a while out. So, but Korea is a very real possibility for me in a year or less or whatever. There's a lot of job opportunities there I'm interested in. Yeah, and it is handier to get those. There's some really good TFL and TSL programs online, too. You just need it real quick and for a decent price. Oh, that's really nice. I've never listened to 21 Pilots.
They're good.
Yeah, I hear about them all the time.
I'm not like super into them. But bye.
I'm glad that you didn't get in trouble at work.
And that's why he's saying goodbye.
Right. I've never tried a humba.
I really want to try one. I don't know if that's culturally inappropriate.
I think if you're invited to, it's fine because it's not like sacred clothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it would be a big difference between like that and like a native headdress, you know? Because that's cultural. It's like wearing a kimono. Right?
Oh, okay.
If you're invited to do it, I think it's fine. Don't just like show up there in hanbok and be like, I'm the prettiest.
No, I know that there's places that you can go to try them on. I just want to feel like I'm in like my favorite seguk. You know what I mean?
If you go near the center of Seoul, there are plenty of places where you can rent out outfits and hair and like dress up and do pictures and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to meet BTS there, but you know, they're hard to meet. Yeah,
okay,
there
cool.
you go. If I get there, Ashlyn and I will both immediately become fan club members because I'll buy it and then send Ashlyn one. That doesn't mean you get to meet. Aw. There you go.
No, definitely not going to their stadium tour.
It says, I love your dad. I love his insights on things. If you ever find yourself visiting India, I'd love to show you around.
Yeah, I got that. There was someone else that I knew from my channel who just finished a big tour of India and gave me a very long panoramic view of the whole thing.
You okay, big baby?
So
Yeah,
that was
you
really
okay,
cool.
big baby?
And she stayed there for about 6 months.
You need water?
So she got a pretty good view of that.
I'm really proud of the boys stadium tour. I'm happy because they wanted to do that for a long time.
Sorry.
But I also don't plan to go. Like I don't have a lot of I've seen them now 3 times and I don't have a lot of drive to go to a stadium because I won't be up close to them, and also just a normal show, I'd be deaf. Like I'm old enough that I actually go deaf.
No, I'm deaf.
So I imagine a stadium would just destroy my ears. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, my current college has a partner school in South Korea, and if I can make the money, I might actually go study Korean for a quarter in the fall. But that all has to do with money and travel and all that jazz. We'll see. Once I have the degree locked down, I'll be able to explore a bunch of different options. And I mean, sure, I'm down. I'll come visit India someday. I'll go anywhere someday.
I heard it's getting like really hot there though.
It depends on where you are there.
I heard like the cement melts.
Oh yeah, if you haven't gone, go, girl. I definitely wear earplugs though. Yeah, like.
Oh yeah, go.
We're not saying it's bad. I'm just saying since I've already been P1 in the smaller crowd, I don't have a ton of urge to go to a stadium show. But like the shows are worth watching. They're really good shows.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of our favorite showings was when we weren't up close. We were just up in the stands, and the show is good.
Yeah, I don't think
bring earplugs.
I don't think I would ever do P1 ever again.
Oh, Ashley, you just hurt their teeth.
Well, I have to. I want to suck on it, but it would look inappropriate.
At least it is a popsicle, too.
Now they all want one.
Okay.
Ah.
Winter. Okay.
Ashlyn, you can go find Yeti.
Oh, yeah.
Ashlyn loves hiking and stuff. I'm sure that if given the chance, she'd love to go hang out in the Himalayas for a little bit.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Yeah, with earplugs, it's not that bad. Just be prepared that there's this effect because the bass in their concerts is so loud that about halfway through, you'll lose the ability to hear bass and they all sound like chipmunks. Like, there comes a time where the last few songs, they're going to be chipmunks to you, and it's kind of funny. She just choked water up. Mm-hmm. My dog always drinks water like she's never had water in her life. Mm. So if you hear hacking, it's not that she's a smoker, it's that she doesn't drink water.
Even though she looks like one.
Right. Ah. Gotcha. Yeah, I hear actually... So when I was looking at going to get a job at that university, I found a notice that they posted to hire an English teacher just last year, and the job looks pretty good.
They thought I was eating a carrot. That does look like a carrot, though, doesn't it? That's funny.
That reminds me, remember when we had ice cream in one of our videos and someone thought we were eating peanut butter out of the bowl? It's just one big carrot. Ashlyn's just...
I wish that's where I was at right now. Unfortunately, there is no diet on this trip.
Well, at least those popsicles are so much juice and water. There's like no calories.
They're so good too.
They're
my
really
favorite.
good. They're the pineapple,
orange.
Yeah, they're the best popsicles. If I remember right, they have like 50 calories and they taste great. Like
literally,
they're a good treat.
Especially when you have a sore throat because you're sick.
I am very interested in South Korea. Like even before the BTS thing, I was looking into going to live there. Because we have friends and family from South Korea and Japan. So I've been thinking about it for a long time.
Everyone thought it was a carrot. That's so funny.
The scavenger hunt?
Because you're a little bunny. Oh, the BTS scavenger hunt? Is that for the Armypedia thing? I think that all it is they're leaving QR codes all over the world. And when you put them together, since they're calling it Armypedia, I'm sure they're just starting their own Wikipedia. Kind of like Wikipedia is for Star Wars and all that. I didn't follow it super closely. I just saw posts about it.
And I'm not being stuck up. I'm looking through the part of my glasses that can focus on that screen so I can read. Because if I do this, it's blurry.
Our sister came to the U.S. to study, and she just stayed too. It's because they know that there's so many theorists in Army that they're like, well, we'll give them something that's actually hard.
What?
Oh, cool. Do you like Oregon? Oh, you're in Alabama now. Sorry. I got it. I gotcha.
Clues about what? I'm not understanding.
Alabama to Oregon is really a big change. So Big Hit started a big project, and they left clues and QR codes all over the world. So, like, they'll show up on billboards, on bus things, like in ads, and people are putting them together to try to lead to a certain project or something. I don't know all the details. I haven't been following it. I've just been watching people track it.
Rain freeze?
Oh, so cold.
That's how you know it's not actually a carrot.
Yeah, you should go get a
carrot freeze.
Carrot.
Oh. It was a big carrot freeze for sure.
Oh?
I do remember you, yeah. When you mentioned Corvallis, for sure. Also, your name is really easy to remember. Like when I see it. Of course.
I'm so sorry if we missed your comment. We're not trying to.
Too much ice. That's exactly what that was. No, it's like on the Princess Diaries where she eats that big green thing.
Oh, yeah. Got more people. Are y'all having a good night? You having fun?
Living the dream over here, people.
Yeah, she's living the dream. The only thing.
Oh, yeah.
There's some more of the dream.
I've missed this being together too. We're not making it any easier on you to do your homework then, I bet.
She says so ...
Oh.
Yep.
I'm glad you liked that.
Yeah, so am I.
He loves us.
Oh, they all love me. I haven't gotten any hate mail yet. That's
I love
good.
that I just said he loves us, and you said
they all love me.
Yes, I know. They do.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm glad we're making you a little bit better.
Oh, thanks. I like it too.
You guys can be sick together.
Yeah. I know. It's because my throat hurts. So it soothes.
That makes sense. Yeah, I learned in my class that in a lot of parts of the world, they believe that if you eat cold things, it screws up your health.
Oh, I love cold things.
So they're like...
Maybe that's why I'm always sick.
They're actually like people from other countries who come over, and the first thing is ice water restaurant. They're like, are they trying to kill us?
Like, I'm a server. I know that. They're like, no ice, room temperature water.
We're trying to upload more reactions, and we actually are gearing up right now. My goal, because Ashley and I are going to spend all day tomorrow filming, Dad and I have a series that's already backlogged. So I'm hoping that by next week I can start putting out schedules again. And we can I can actually show you when things are coming out, and I'm hoping we can get back onto a regular schedule. But it's been a little tricky since we're apart and, have school and have all these other crazy things going on. But we're working on it. We're going to get there. So both the Patreon and the channel should get more uploads very soon.
We're trying. I have a couple of Patreon things that I filmed from before that will be up. Z Girls. No. We're not really super, I mean, no.
Yeah. We're not really, we don't follow K-pop a lot, actually. I'm assuming it's a K-pop group.
What is the Funko BTS?
I haven't seen them, but also I think Funko Pops are really funny, so I probably will like them.
Yes. You hip nerds.
Yeah, I'm really trying to get, the reason there's not a lot right now is I'm trying to backlog so much that I can confidently put out a page every Monday again, saying this video will come out this day, that will, because it's already set and ready to go. I stopped doing those because I couldn't confidently say when something would go up, and I didn't want to make you guys wait for nothing.
What is a Funko? Am I the only one lost
Funko Pops are those little nerdy figurines with the big heads and the big eyes.
Oh, you like them?
Yeah, I think they're cute.
You have a couple of them, right?
I have only one, but you know them from me. That's for sure. Like my little Doc Brown one is a Funko Pop. So they made Funko BTSs. I hear they're making BTS dolls, like Barbie dolls. Right?
Dang.
Thank you so much for being patient.
As well.
Oh, that's so cool. Wow. I love how K-pop has been diversifying a little bit.
Hi, Dad. What did you think when you got to know that your daughter listened to Korean songs that she didn't understand the meaning? We have a sister that's Korean.
Yeah, we do.
South Korean, actually.
Yeah, our intro to Korea wasn't K-pop.
No.
But also, you can answer. I know that's a thing. A lot of parents are like, why are you listening to this?
I was so aghast. I was going to disown them all.
No.
No, it was fine. I've always tried to teach my daughters to open up and understand different cultures and things like that. Because Americans are way too sheltered in that way. Like she said, what do you call someone who speaks 2 languages?
Oh, bilingual.
And 3 languages.
Trilingual.
And 1 language.
American.
Yes. So they need to do that. So I had no problem with them doing that. It's just my background in music was quite different than that. So she wanted to pull me into this so that I could see what she was enjoying, which is great. It's great to be able to work with my daughters.
Okay. We were both very classically trained in vocal choir too.
Yeah, we were singing like Italian
languages too. Yeah, growing up. So it was never like a.
And I played in symphony orchestras, symphonic bands, choirs.
Yeah,
things like that.
Dad and his side of the family,
and I played the drum set,
are incredibly musical. So like, if you lived even a week in this house, you end up with something musical. And we all did classic choir. We all did work classically trained voices. We play instruments. Mm-hmm. So it made sense to not care about language and culture. I'm sorry that you guys, some of you deal with like judgmental parents about that. I know music snobbery is common, but I don't get it. Like what you like, man. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, Mattel is making BTS dolls. I'm excited. There's going to be some uncanny valley madness there. They're going to sell out
recommending a few videos there.
Yeah, I saw some recommends. We don't normally branch out from BTS unless we have a personal interest.
Yeah.
Because we're not really K-pop folks.
Yeah, so like me, I really like Loco and Gray a lot.
You've done some winter stuff.
Yeah.
Because you like Minnow a lot
I like Minnow really a lot. Yeah.
So I mean, I'll check them out, but it doesn't necessarily mean we're going to do a reaction to it because I eventually would like to be able to put all kinds of things on the channel, and I don't want to get locked into being a K-pop channel. I don't know. So I never wants to react to stuff that we're just not
interested in. Yeah, that will never be us.
Pop music can be fine, even to musicians.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are like turn their noses up about pop music, but
I know when
it's called pop.
I know when I was growing up, the teenagers always hated their parents' music, and the parents always hated the teenage music. And then here I came expecting that, and then I had all my cassettes.
Hello.
And my daughters stole them all because they liked my music better than theirs.
Right? I think Ashley had a record player for a long time.
I still have a record player.
What happened to this? Yeah. You're supposed to hate my music.
They came out with the Pew polls. One of the big
Pew polls?
No, one of the big census programs said basically American millennials are the first age group that think the older generations are better than theirs.
Oh.
So there's been this big return to like music and things like that. But yeah, feel free to love your pop music, and I don't know, anything that makes you happy.
Growing up, I hated two kinds of music. One was opera, and the other was country. And then I married a wife who loves country.
Right. Hello. Hi. I'm glad that you've gotten some good stuff from your dad's music. What are your interests, Dad?
TV, music, movies, etc.
Well, let's see. Grew up loving anything that I could read, particularly science fiction or fantasy, because I used it to escape. Music, I liked heavy rock because I was playing the drum set, and I also liked classical because I was playing in classical type music like symphony orchestras and symphonic bands and stuff. So I had quite a nice variety, especially if it had a good drum beat, because I was a percussionist. Because like I say, I was one of 11 kids, and pretty much all of them played a musical instrument and sang and composed music and such. And I started the piano and got bored with it and said, I'm playing the drums. Don't want to do it.
You had a mom who cried because you majored in engineering and not acting.
Well, no, it was when I graduated from with my degree. She said I wasted my education because I should have gone into acting and music where my talents were. So that's a little odd. That's a little different than most families would do. But, you know, she accepted the fact that I was an engineer.
Well, check out your music recommendation. Thank you.
I know.
Poor Ashlyn. This is why we're doing this now, because when we film all our videos tomorrow, she might have a purple nose.
This is going to fall right off.
I'll color correct it. Don't worry. Or if I can't color correct it, I'll blur it like a witness protection program.
Just on my
nose. Star Trek got them into sci-fi books and novels as a kid.
Well, this would help you. When I was going to college, they came out with the brand new Star Trek shows once a week with William Shatner on a color TV. And it was cool because I'd never really gotten to watch TV in color until college. And so that was, I always made sure all my homework was done by 5 o'clock so that I could watch that and then go eat and then go swimming.
Told you he was old.
I'm very old.
Actually, TV has just come a long way in a very short time, to be honest.
Well.
And then I watched a lot of Star Trek as a kid because you liked Star Trek.
Uh-huh.
And Twilight Zone, I think, was one of my big sci-fi things.
And if you review it on page Ryman?
They recommended it earlier.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Recording off the VCR. That's a classic good time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Beta before that. Before that, as kids, we ran around with reel-to-reel tape recorders.
Right.
We thought that was really cool.
I think Ashley and I have pretty much listened to all of their songs. Dad has not, though. He's only listened to the songs that you guys have seen and listened to.
I'm trying to avoid doing too many because they kind of like my reactions.
Yeah.
First.
Actually, so he's listened to everything you've seen him listen to, but he's also heard Let Me Know, See, and maybe Fire? I'm not sure. I showed him a few songs before he ever started recording to show that there was a little more depth than just regular pop. Thank you. I think that's why our channel's pretty good. We get a little more in depth. Of all the songs you've heard, do you have a favorite BTS song? That's what he sits here, he's like trying to remember what ones he's listened to.
Not yet. I don't think I have a favorite yet.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You two girls plan after a bachelor degree.
Well, I'm Lana and that's Ashlyn.
Yeah.
It's not too private. It's okay.
Yeah.
I don't plan to do more education after a bachelor's degree. Like I don't plan a master's degree. I plan to just get a job because I've been working. Like I only went back to college because I suddenly need one to get further in my career. And for me, working's always been the main goal. But I don't know about you if you want to do science. Like,
well, I don't know where I'm at in my life, and I can't even think about tomorrow, let alone years from now. So I'll figure it out when I figure it out. Thinking about it stresses me out. So
right now, that's the first goal.
Yeah,
get through tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, it's a baby wipe.
So gross.
Yeah, actually, for almost all the careers here in the U.S., having a master's degree doesn't really help.
No,
to be honest. There's a few jobs where you need them, but the vast majority of jobs, it's too expensive to get a master's degree when you compare it to how it'll aid your career.
Actually, when I got my bachelor's degree, I was 2 credits shy of getting a master's, but I specifically didn't get a master's because in engineering, what I wanted is a nice, stable career where I didn't have to change jobs or anything. Once you get to the master's or PhD level, you're only working there for the master's or PhD work, and then they let you go, and you have to get another projects. One. So you're constantly trying to go from job to job, and I didn't want to do that. The bachelor's usually could get in a nice rut like I wanted.
Find your desk and stay there till you die.
That's right. That's what I wanted. So I valued stability more than the paycheck.
And I'm in the arts. Master's degrees don't get you a boost in paycheck. Oh, thank you. And thank you for being so understanding. I'm always just sitting at home being neurotic that everybody will abandon us because I miss a video or something. Yeah, I think so too. Especially this day and age, stability is a lot harder to find than a paycheck, I think.
It was a lot easier in my time to do that.
Yep. He knows a lot. He pretends he doesn't, but he knows a lot.
Usually when I think I know a lot, someone comes along and tells me something that shows me how stupid I was.
But
pops my head right back down.
Einstein said that's how you know a lot. The more you know, the more you realize you don't know. It's the people who are dumb who think they know everything.
Yeah.
And if you don't know, now you know.
Is this Mike Super Short show?
No, it was a rap song, but I couldn't finish the lyric because there was a cuss word.
I think we just proved who we are. Yeah. Because we gave a rap line and I went back to middle school and Nickelodeon. Ash and I keep saying we have the same core, but then spin off in completely different directions. We've got a yin yang thing going on here.
Right.
Einstein had some choice quotes for sure. Because you know everything?
So be proud to be dumb because that means you're smart.
Hey, some of the people who have made it furthest in life have been very proud to be dumb.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
That confidence will get you further than smarts 90% of the time.
Yeah. A lot of time, dumb luck is the best thing.
Yeah. Just blind, confident energy. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's true. Dumb is where you start in the process of getting smart, right?
It's the way we do it in America. The dumber we are, the smarter we are.
I mean, that is true. I constantly like to say Americans are the screaming teenagers of the planet. What's your favorite book, Dad?
Growing up, it was Isaac Asimov's Foundation and Empire. Science fiction, old-time science fiction. When I was really young, it was A Wrinkle in Time.
Good book.
Then later on, it was, I enjoyed a lot of like Tom Clancy books, things like that.
I remember you going through that phase for sure.
Yeah. But I've read a lot. When I read to escape. I really don't want to read about reality because I work with reality all the time. It's kind of like, why go to a movie to see the dark side of how bad people can be when I can do something exciting? Films. And what's this?
Oh, we got a recommendation for an Indian film called 3 Idiots because we were talking about idiots.
Oh, here we are.
3 in a row. Yeah, Asimov's short stories were the best.
Yeah, his earliest stuff, especially. So I read basically every piece of science fiction I could get my hands on, and then fantasy.
No, we're not going to stadium concerts.
Yeah, we talked about it a little earlier in the video. Nah. I've been to 3 concerts now. Ashlyn's been to 2 of them.
I've been to 1 concert.
2? 1 when you're up in the stands and 1 in P1. You went to
I saw the same concert, but 2 different times. Yeah.
They're different songs.
Oh, weird.
Too. Yeah, you've seen them twice.
Weird. Okay, that's cool.
I almost forgot. I was raised with the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Yeah.
Yeah, The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. My grandfather read it to his daughter, which was my mom, and she read it all to us, and I read it to them, and then I think that's about where it stopped.
Well, yeah, I don't have kids yet, but you did give me a set of books for my future kids.
Yep.
Now we're all just reading. Mm-hmm. Oh, Jane Eyre is a good one. Ooh, I like stories like that. I think I might like 3 Idiots. They are they're rebooting. I don't know if they're rebooting Lord of the Rings, but they're rebooting something in the. I don't know if the Rings or if they're adapting the Silmarillion stories.
That'd be cool.
She was always into the Silmarillion. What's bored me to tears.
If they made a movie, though, the Silmarillion would rock because the Silmarillion has the best stories, but it's written like a textbook.
Yeah.
But if they made movies, everybody would forget Lord of the Rings in a second. The Silmarillion puts the Lord of the Rings to shame in terms of story. And then we were also asked, do we have any favorite movie adaptations of a book?
I liked 2010, the sequel to 2001, better as a movie than as the book.
Okay. Was that still Kubrick who did 2010, or did he only do 2001? I think he only did 2000. I don't know. Time baby stuff. Adaptation. You know what? It's going to be a stupid one, but I actually like it a lot better than the book. I like Tuck Everlasting as a movie more than a book. It's very different, but I did enjoy it better. It's snappier, but it's good.
Definitely snappier.
I also think Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the movie, was a good adaptation. That's primarily because Douglas Adams, who wrote the book, had it in his contract that every time they remake it, it has to be a different story. So he even wrote the screenplay for the movie, but it's always just different enough because he doesn't want anybody to always know what's going to happen. Mm. So it's not an exact book adaptation, but I liked the movie and I liked the book.
I haven't read the Tell-Ed. I can't quite.
Yeah, we haven't read those.
And I haven't read The Kite Runner. Forrest Gump.
I didn't know Forrest Gump was an adaptation.
Yeah, because all I've ever seen was the movie. And I remember Forrest Gump because I went to see that on a business trip. And I was the only one in the movie theater watch it. And when I watched it,
that's a good one.
And I was so involved with the movie, when the movie ended, I had to try to remember where I was.
That's rare
because I really got into the movie.
That's what you always look for in.
Yeah.
Dead Poet Society is good. Ooh. Are we going to get all in our feelings about movies now? A song or an artist recommendation from you, Dad?
No, 50 Shades of Grey sucked. I read the first book and I was like, okay. And then I tried to read the second book and I read like the first chapter and I was done. It's the same thing. Just like, we get it. You like it. You don't like it. You want him. You don't want him. It's just boring.
Well, hey, you never know. The books might be better than the movie, but that's not saying much about either
right?
one. No, 50 Shades is terrible.
Terrible.
I'm just going to put it out there. And it started as a Twilight fan fiction, which I'm all for fan fiction becoming books, but I think it explains 50 Shades very well.
Now, as to
oh my gosh,
song
yes.
or artist recommendation,
from you,
from me,
bawled. Beautiful mind.
I've written a lot of lyrics to a lot of songs, but typically I've been concentrating on composers who don't have lyrics to their songs, just because my whole goal was to make them happy. And some of them do very beautiful music. You can always check that out. But for songs like on the radio, things that I used to listen to, I just liked anything that was actually on tune and sung really well. I liked a lot of
I know our first big thing that neither of us knew the other was into until we first heard it was the first Evanescence album.
Yeah, love Evanescence.
Fallen.
Because she sings with on tune and with emotion that fits the music.
She's also classically trained.
And that's...
Yeah, she's really great live.
Nothing bothers me more than listening to someone who sings the lyrics to a song and it just you can tell they don't understand the lyrics. They're just singing words.
Yeah.
Even if they're on tune, it's just not the same. I'd rather be slightly off tune and be singing with emotion. Yeah.
I've heard a lot about Frank Ocean. He's good. You'll find I'm very much like, I really like music, but in that way of I find like two songs I really like and listen to them a lot. I don't really follow artists very much. So a lot of times you'll recommend a song like, oh, check that out. And Ashton's like, yeah, I've heard it. Yeah, I've heard it. And I'll be like, oh, but I have a list of 80 songs I like.
A lot of times there's a group that'll play a song I really like, and then I find out the rest of them I really don't.
Yeah.
Just kind of one-hit wonder type things. Growing up, I listened to a lot of Jethro Tull, Bachman Turner Overdrive, a lot of other ones you probably have never heard of.
I've been thinking about that a lot, actually. That like pop rock doesn't super exist anymore. I don't hear a ton of it in terms of mainstream pop rock. There's a lot of indie groups. That's why before, I still don't know if it's T by T or TXT, the new big hit group. When we were first hearing about them, all I wanted was to find out that all the BTS rock covers lately were played by the new band, and they were going to come out as like a rock band with instruments. And I knew it wasn't going to happen, but I was like, oh, there's such a market. There's an opening there for a hot new like pop rock band.
Hello from the Philippines.
Hi. Hello. Yeah. Hi, Philippines.
Yeah.
Ashlyn, do you have music recommendations right now? You're the one who like always has the good stuff.
Yeah, Foo Fighters, are they still even, I know they're doing a tour, but I don't even know if they're still like relevant.
I did hear that about Bum Q. I heard he plays the electric guitar. I was telling Ashlyn I would be so down if they ended up having like a Beatles sound.
Mm-hmm.
Just because we're thinking like,
I'm so over this waiting game. Like, just put their music out already. Like, we get they're pretty.
Yeah, we've got a playlist now, but that's all. At March 4th? 4th or 6th. Like, that's when their whole comeback stage is going to be.
Yeah. You're not going to find a whole lot of rock bands anymore because with the synthesizers they have and such, in the old days you had to have a lot of skill and talent to put this stuff on, and then they said, hey, my synthesizer can hit the beat every time, and this can hit the notes every time. And it makes it really hard for a rock band to really make it.
I think that's what it is too, for sure. Plus, it takes a lot more effort to train, and then to find out it can be easily replaced. Like, yeah, it's sad. And I have heard that Japan has a lot of, like, I feel like other countries have a lot more rock bands than we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's more and more of them that are rock bands that lip sync a lot.
Yes. I want another, like, raw, not afraid to be wrong a few notes, like rock bands. I don't know.
Well, I'm in a group called On Song International on Facebook. And there are a lot of those type of indie type artists who do their own music there. But like I say, most of them are starving artists who they have their little niche, but typically not a huge following.
Yeah.
But you'll find a lot of bands like that there.
I haven't signed up for Armypedia. I barely know what it is, but I mean, I'll sign up for anything. Our names one more time. Lana.
Ashlyn.
Jeff.
And then do we have a favorite BTS song and album? I know Ashlyn likes a lot of their older stuff. I don't know if your favorite's there though.
I don't know. I feel like there's always going to be like a nostalgia about Spring Day. I think for all of us, that's a really good. So I don't know though. I'm not really this is my favorite song. I'm gonna listen to it over at that. I really genuinely like a lot of their music. I do really like. I feel like I've always really liked C. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
C is great.
Yeah.
I'm really sad that it got made a hidden song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, similar for me. I constantly try to think what's my top 10, and I even have to like fight for that. But I've always been a big fan of House of Cards. I've been a big fan of my interests flip around a lot, to be honest.
I'm just not feeling too well, so even thinking about anything is not my jam right now.
I think Tear is my new favorite album, though. It was Wings for a long time, but I really liked Tear.
Mm-hmm.
My thoughts on hip hop.
Or were we asked that? Oh, what's your dad's thoughts on hip hop?
Yeah, I think I was asked that.
Yeah, right down there.
Yeah. I don't mind hip hop type stuff so long as it's clean. I don't like swearing simply because to me the definition of swearing is saying something that is meant to offend, and I don't like doing that. I try not to offend anybody. So as long as the hip hop is clean and it's on tune and it has some good kind of message or something like that, it's not just saying the same word 50,000 times.
Yeah, like it's smart.
Smart, then that's fine. But I've seen a lot of hip hop that I really wouldn't care for.
Yeah, I'd be interested in music shifts too. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I could see country booming, but I think if country booms, it's going to either be like pop country.
I feel like country's already booming.
Yeah, I feel like it too. I'm just commenting here on them saying that.
Well, the country that is here today would not have ever been classified
they call
country
it
in my
stadium
time.
Country a lot.
Yeah, they would never have been country in my day.
I'm really just into reggae. Reggae, like I love all music.
I could see reggae actually
reggae
becoming really big.
100% my go-to. I go to reggae concert every birthday. And just reggae is my ultimate jam.
Yeah, I think country really is its own thing in a lot of ways, including just community.
UCSB. I don't know what that means. Rex or
I'm almost done with college. Oh, rendezvous. Just pulled the cord out of the computer.
Was it even plugged in?
Nope.
I didn't even plug it in. Did you guys plug it in?
Yeah.
I had it plugged in.
Oh.
Yeah, Rodney decided to unplug it.
The dog just ran in and trampled the cord.
We do have our ships. We don't talk about them now.
Yeah, ships are a really touchy subject just for us personally. We don't have a problem with other people having ships or anything, but shipping weirdly feels like outing to me. And I know that's not the case at all, but it just makes me.
Are they more like friendships?
Yeah, we do have favorite friendship pairs. I mean, I don't have problems talking about friendships. We even have a series on the channel called Friendship Appreciation.
Yeah.
But just when it comes to romantic ships, we don't really like to go there publicly.
Yeah, we definitely have
for a ton of reasons, and none of those reasons are that you're bad to like ships.
Yeah,
you know, you're like enjoy your ships. We just probably won't ever talk about them as a channel. I don't think we have regular family vacation spots.
I think it
usually
varies.
We go to family reunions if that's gonna be a regular thing.
Yeah. I've got a lot of family.
Yeah, same here. I don't have a problem with shipping. I just don't like when people are gross, and I don't like when people fight about it. Like,
yeah,
it really hurts my heart to think that there's so many times, like, if any BTS member is seen with a girl, half their comments are like, how dare you take him from Jimin or whatever. I'm like, I don't like it when ships are taken seriously. Nobody's out. Nobody's actually dating anybody publicly, so I don't like when people assume they are.
Yeah.
And if they were, I hope we don't find that out, because that would end careers and like make things bad. But if you just like the energy and you like the story or you like the vibe, have fun with it.
I love Sophie too.
Soap is great. I like them because I think they make each other better. Like, they build on each other really well.
What's that?
No.
They said, Ashlyn, could you take off your hat? We already know you're beautiful. You don't have to hide that. Ashlyn just got her hair dyed, and I think she's self-conscious about that.
Yeah, I just don't. The lighting is crap. My nose is red.
I've seen the K-pop is huge in South America. I think it's huge in the world right now.
Yeah.
As to me,
I hope people are more okay.
To me, I think the changes in the music industry that are going to happen in the future, it's going to become much more international. It's been so much Americanized so long, and so many countries have tried to do their own part of American music. I think you're going to get more like Indian music and other kind of music in there that's going to become popular and also in America, rather than just say, oh, Americans don't understand the words, so we can't make them popular.
Well, and I think the youth is so in the internet that borders don't really matter anymore.
Right.
Everybody's got friends everywhere. I mean, for crying out loud, I know it's controversial and actually not that fun, but like now that T-Series is the most subscribed channel on YouTube, you're going to see a lot of kids like seeing more Indian music or seeing more whatever. I definitely think international is just, everything's going to amalgamate a little bit.
He is cute.
Ginger tea? Oh, I think I do. I watch a lot of Segooks, and whenever
ginger's good for inflammation too.
The king is. So I think give him ginger tea.
The only ginger I have at my house, I have a bunch of sushi pickled ginger. You can know on that if you want.
Yum.
By any other groups, do you mean any other K-pop groups? Honey, it's not a blanket, it's a couch.
She's over it.
She's scratching at the couch, trying to get under the blanket. I don't regularly listen to any other K-pop groups. I've got songs that I like. And I have like people that I like, but I don't really follow any other groups.
I ran into Blackpink the other day.
I know. Oh, I meant to the TXT. Not that I know that you ran into Blackpink. You saw them on Colbert.
Yeah. And so I watched that through. It's a little different.
Not your vibe.
Well,
it's okay to say it's.
It was very repetitive, which is fine.
Very poppy.
But it didn't have all of the symbolism and all the dynamics that BTS had.
Yeah. I think BTS is its own thing in that regard.
Right.
I've mentioned previously that I really like Loco and I really like Gray, and Minho.
Yeah.
So I dabbled in a little Winner. I really like Minho's. What's it called? His debut or solo album or whatever.
I think the closest for me would be Mamamoo. I listened to
I
a chunk of Mamamoo. We both really love Hwasa too.
I've watched some Korean drama with her.
I actually think you would like some Mamamoo because they're singers. Like that's their big thing. Really good singers.
Really good singers.
Well, why aren't they singing my song? Sorry.
I like the Yoon Cook storyline too. It's probably my favorite in the whole set. Some of the best entries in the journals were Yoongi's about Jungkook. Okay, cool. Thanks for the recommendation. Honey, come here. Just curl, go. Here. I'm gonna give you my sweater. Okay, fine. She's tired. She likes to sleep under blankets, so right now she's trying to find something to get under. She's really mad. Her name's Rendezvous, but we mostly call her Vuvu or nicknames like Tiny or Pretty or I don't know. I call her all kinds of things. I think they are too. I keep saying, well, I said about a year or two ago that if managed properly, I think Mamamoo could have US success similar to BTS's. And part of the way you see that is because the fans are so similar. What? Most people don't call their dogs their actual name. Okay. Dad talked a bit about his thoughts about us listening to K-pop a little earlier.
To me, the fun part about being on their channel, since it's their channel, is the fact that I get to interact with them pretty well on more of an intellectual basis there while they're doing that. And it's a good thing it's a good interaction to me. It's fun.
I think it's fun too. Mm-hmm. And guys, it is starting to get a little late, so let's take the last few questions, maybe. We haven't read the webtoons yet, but Ashlyn's thinking about doing a series on it because she doesn't follow theory. So it'll be all new for her. I don't mind reacting to Mamamoo songs. I mean, we could probably even get Dad to react to a couple because music is his big thing, so we could pull out some of their more vocal stuff. I think he'd appreciate it. We've just always been We've just always been a little cautious about reacting to especially other K-pop groups unless it's like a series or a reason, because we don't want immediately to get flooded with requests for K-pop reactions, because we don't ever want to be just a K-pop channel. Yeah. We want to be a channel of things we like. And we could like some K-pop stuff, but you know, most people when they see a BTS reactor start reacting to other groups assume they're just going to become a K-pop channel. Yeah, I think the webtoon's going to take me a really long time to process. So I'm happy Ashlyn wants to do it.
I'll tussle with her.
Oh, cute. I'm sorry if we are missing anything. You suddenly got very quick. Yeah, that's actually something I've thought about too. I've been wanting to ask you guys, because basically the only way for YouTube to continually show your videos is if you're posting every single day. And that's something we can't do. But I'm also always worried about flooding people's inboxes. I think I don't tend to subscribe to people who post 2 or 3 times a day either, unless I really want to watch them 2 or 3 times a day. Mm-hmm. But so it's this weird balance of making YouTube actually help you and fan interaction. I'd rather post a video that I'm proud of than just pump out videos. But also we get to the place like we are now where we post a video and only a 20th of you even see it.
There are many fans who love your live. You're famous about K-pops in YouTube.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah, my one of my granddaughters was saying, realized that I was on one of these.
Oh, because she loves YouTube.
You're a YouTuber.
They did some.
You're famous. I said, no.
They did some big studies recently, and 75% of this, they were just interviewing second graders. 75% of the ones they interviewed want to grow up to be YouTubers. Like, it's this big deal for younger kids. When it comes to reaction YouTubers, I think I'm the only one who really watches reactors. Yeah, if I remember right, you don't. I don't want to cut you off.
I watch YouTubers, but not YouTubers who watch other things.
Yeah, they're asking about reaction channels.
Okay, and that's what we are?
Yeah, we're a reaction channel.
Okay, I didn't know that reaction was even a thing until Lana and I decided to make this channel. So, no, I don't watch reactions.
I do sometimes. A lot of the people I watch don't actually seem to be doing anything anymore. I watch for different reasons. So, like, if I see a BTS thing I really like and I want somebody to fangirl with me, I'll watch Jose because that's the vibe I want out of that. Or if I want, I know JRE, I used to watch when he do more reacting stuff. It just depends on the mood I'm into. The classical musicians react thing was really interesting for a while. But for me, it's more like I'll watch something and then I get excited and want to watch it with someone else. I don't regularly watch a reaction channel. I'll watch because I want to watch something intentionally with somebody. But I do like a lot of reactors. There's like, I don't even pay attention to the ones I don't like, but I watch a lot of reactors because they're fun. I have seen X Celeste a few times. And it's Georgina okay and Reactionary Misfits. I've watched, pretty much if they've done BTS, I've probably watched them at least once. And if I didn't like them, I won't remember their name. I don't even think like, I don't like them. I just think, whatever. I've been finding a lot of reaction, especially BTS and K-pop reactors have become, like the newer ones, a lot of them don't seem to actually care about BTS or K-pop. So I'm not saying like people have gotten bad. I'm just saying I don't watch them as much anymore because a lot of times I'll click and it'll be someone who you can tell isn't into it. And I only like to watch with people I can fangirl with because I don't make fangirl content. I want to watch fangirls. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. I like people who have good input.
I think you might be getting me mixed up with Lana, maybe.
No, Ashlyn, you do come off very educated too. Yeah. Especially about music, girl.
Well, that's because that's what I know.
Well, that's what education is. As long as you don't
Shut up, Dad!
As long as you don't lose too many brain cells doing this here.
I've already lost them all. I'm blowing them all out in these tissues.
Ew.
Oh, my brain cells.
Oh, people only say I sound educated because I get pretentious and long-winded. You look like the kind of like quiet, educated person sitting in the back of a cool nightclub and knows everything about every kind of music or whatever. I'm the obsessive one who won't stop talking about something she's into.
I know a lot of stuff about literature and stuff too.
Yeah, you're really smart. You're insanely smart.
I just don't, yeah.
I was always taught to.
Lana's just better with words.
Like so I'm speaking. An extrovert and you're an introvert.
I was always taught to keep quiet and let people think you're a fool than to open my mouth and prove that I am.
I'll just let myself sound like a fool until I make a point at the end of a 40-minute speech.
See, I've once I get home, I have a couple of my SD cards stopped working.
She has a big stockpile, but her computer broke.
Yeah, but now it's up and working, and I got both Kim, Strong Woman, and Master in the House.
So. Yeah, so when she gets back home, I fixed her computer while she was here, and she can send me a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Kingdom, but I really want to. I hear it was really good. Yeah, it's like a Seguk with zombies?
I saw the previews for that. I haven't seen it though.
And Korea, in my opinion, does the best zombies.
I know. I was low-key, like, I love scary movies, but I was low-key scared to watch that by myself. So I haven't watched it by myself.
Hi, Argentina.
I watched 28 Days Later as a kid, and I think that's the very first movie that really petrified me. So I have like this weird fear of zombie movies. Like I could watch demon movies all day long. zombie movies kind of like freak me out in a weird way. Like, because 28 Days Later was like weirdly indie shot and filmed, and it was just like, oh.
Yeah, Train to Busan. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I like zombie movies because I think it's the only monster films that are never from the zombie's point of view. Like a vampire movie tends to star a vampire, like whatever. Zombie movies are about escalating every force of nature. So they're actually human survival movies, but just make it harder.
Right.
Like, there are movies about starvation or freezing or whatever, but now they're zombies.
Right.
Plus, you can throw it into every genre.
Well, I think
We're Lost in Space, but then zombies showed up.
Well, see, my thing is it's not zombie movies that like the living dead coming out of the ground doesn't scare me. But like 28 Days Later, it was this viral virus that was spread by blood.
Yeah, that idea of chemical warfare and stuff like that.
That freaks me out.
Yeah, the cause of the virus.
Yes. Because, and then like when they're like super fast and scary, it's like, oh.
I don't tend to do scary movies either. I'm a huge chicken, but a lot of monster movies don't scare me as much.
And I don't go to scary movies very often because to me, I never take them very seriously. And, and I tend to laugh through most of them.
Oh, that's really nice about Korea. I don't have a degree yet. That's my biggest barrier with Korea. But soon, this year, I'll have it. And I'll be done and over with and I can finally get out of school. I hate school. Sorry, if you're young, don't hate school, but I hate school.
Yeah, I finished.
You're allowed to hate whatever you want.
I'm very good at it, but I hate it with a passion.
I finished it in 1985.
Yeah, back when you could work for the summer and that would pay your tuition.
Actually,
right.
Actually, mine was all paid for.
Right.
With scholarships and grants.
Yeah. My favorite zombie movie is? I like Shaun of the Dead.
That's because that's not a scary movie.
I know it's not scary. It's still a zombie movie, though. Yeah. It's the best. I'm constantly looking for a, TV edit of Shaun of the Dead because I think Dad would love it. There's just too much swearing in it.
Mm-hmm. Well,
but if we got, a TV version, I think he'd be down for that whole trilogy.
Well, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes was always a good one.
I haven't watched a lot of Korean movies, but I've watched K-dramas with Ashlyn.
And I have watched a plethora. I have so many K-dramas under my belt, you have no idea. Which is kind of really pathetic to announce because that means I just sit in my room and watch K-dramas.
And yes, I agree. Usually if you hate school, it's the school's fault. I just hate school because I'm bored all the time. I shouldn't, and I'm mad. I have over a decade of experience and I'm mad I have to go pay for a degree for people to take me seriously. So it's more about hating society than school, but feels like a waste of my time.
Okay, so I haven't watched My Mister yet. I was actually kind of it hasn't fully caught, I don't know. Right now I'm watching The Crown Clown, I'm watching The Beauty Inside, and I'm watching what's it called? Shoot, it's my favorite one right now too. It's with what's her face and what's his face from Goblin. You guys will know what I'm talking about.
Is it the one with Sunny?
Yeah.
I love Sunny.
So right now, The Crown Clown though, that one's really, really good.
I think that's why I haven't delved into a lot of Korean movies. A lot of them look very intense, and I also
these are the ones I am going for right now. The Crown Clown, True Touch Your Heart, and Beauty Inside are the three that I'm watching at the moment.
Oh, Rick, I love that edit there.
Yeah. 2,000 plus weight, 200. Okay, I'll have to look into it. I heard it's really good. I've just always been involved with other ones, and so I just never clicked on it. But right now I'm all caught up on all of the ones I'm watching, so maybe I'll start that one too. Yeah.
I like Marvel stuff, but I wouldn't necessarily call myself a fan. I don't rush to see them all, but I've watched a lot of them. And I like that they exist. Are you a Marvel fan?
The biggest problem I have with her is when we go, both of us figure out what's going to happen next and tell each other.
It happens a lot.
No, we all basically know. You guys just are annoying and talk through movies. They're always talking. Love them. Always talking.
You get very involved with the movie.
I'm very empathetic.
I've been in movie theaters and watching her screaming at the person.
Everybody says that. I do
there.
not sit in movie theaters yelling at the screen.
She has in the past. I haven't seen that in a very long time.
In 8th grade. Okay?
That's what I mean.
And I remember
they're just funny
3D
stories. That's
movies where she's
out.
trying to grab things coming at her.
Very young, but they're fun stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not just sitting there yelling
just
at
like
the
I
screen.
don't talk through everything, but with Dad, I'll talk through a lot. But like I was just with Ashlyn, I wouldn't talk through a lot. Oh, I have heard of Yonsei University. I was looking into it. My school is partnered with Dongyun University. I can't remember the exact name, but that's the one I'd end up going to just because I could do a tuition trade. I would just have to pay my original school. But are both Korea University and Yonsei, are they both in Seoul? I know there's a lot of schools in Korea that I could go to now if I wanted to. Yeah, that's what I thought. There's a lot there open. They actually have really good scholarships too for foreigners, but I think I'm so close now that I just want to get it over with here and then figure out what to do after that.
So we're gonna end this live at 9:30. So
yeah, good idea.
You guys wanna,
So we got like 9 minutes. I was thinking about putting a little, because we've been going a long time and it's getting late.
Yeah, and old people like me have to get to bed.
Yeah, you've got actual work in the morning.
I wouldn't go. I put in time. That W word.
Thank you for the recommendation, though. I've thought a lot about going to schools, but I don't know anybody to recommend them outside of like the school website, which you can never trust. Well, thank you for staying up so late.
Yeah, Lana has to be on it instead of procrastinate a million times, so then her theories can come out before the webtoons.
I know.
I know she's upset about that. That was a low blow.
I'm actually really upset about that.
I know, because she has been working on this for a while, had it all done, and then just procrastinated on filming it because she had to do a voiceover and edit this video. And then all of a sudden the webtoons come out, and she's like, are you kidding me?
Thankfully, I got the notes out before then, but...
Yeah, her feelings are hurt.
I'm just sad because I liked everybody having a million theories and different stories. So I don't like that there's canon.
Yeah.
I don't want there to be firm answers. I want a million stories still. But I also know they'd never be able to move past it if they didn't give answers. And like, I'm not blaming them. And I think they made the right choice, but it bums me out.
But that's why she has me reacting to them, because since I don't know the canon, she can still get some kind of reaction and maybe something different from me. Yeah,
that's what I'm telling her.
I'm sure there will be, but I had a kick-in story, and it's definitely not what's real. And I mean, elements of it were, but yeah, I know with the new comeback, I wonder how much story they're going to add to it, though, considering they're really quickly moving into like military time frame. I don't know if they're going to launch a whole new project like Bangtan Universe. Yeah, I mean, TXT might for sure. They're coming out looking so bubblegummy. I really hope that their debut stage ends up being like a little twisted, and that's why it's so cutesy. But I don't know. They might just be cutesy. Yeah, it definitely can. I'm not saying we can't anymore. It
hurts her feelings.
Yeah, a little bit. I'll get over it. It's all on me. It's not like anybody did anything wrong.
Yeah.
I keep teasing that they need to end the webtoon like the old Clue movie and go, well, that's one way it could have happened. And they're like, do, and do a whole nother story. That's exactly what I'm hoping, Red B, because they keep captioning things, what do you think you see? And they're doing such a classic cutesy young idol image that I would love for that to either turn out to be an illusion or they do like a J-Hope-y bittersweet thing about it.
I don't know. All their faces scream innocent.
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
they
could just be going classic idol, but I hope they twist it. But I really won't know. None of us will know until
they just come out with like gauges, gothic, all black nails painted.
Well, no, I mean like they look cutesy and sweet, but like the lyrics are bittersweet, or there's like fake love mannequin-esque in imagery. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because for crying out loud, the first song on their new album is called Blue Orangeade.
Stop.
Yeah, no, and their concept photos are like with ice creams and stuff. Like they're going hardcore cutesy, but that very easily could be like really interesting depending on what the songs say or how they, I don't know, I'm hoping. Yeah, I hope they do have their own universe. I don't want them tied to BTS. That would stink. I want them to be able to make it on their own.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for the recommendation. And don't apologize for your English. It's great. And Panmon. That would be cute. I'll look it up. If it's there, Ashley and I need to figure out stuff to film tomorrow.
Yeah.
So.
That sounds cute.
Oh, I hope it's just videos of Ratmon helping people. Or RM, sorry. Sometimes it comes out. Wouldn't that be cute? Like all the times RM has been a little Anpamon.
That'd be cute.
They are. I think Yeonjun. Yeah, that's his name, right? The one with the arcade, the intro video in the arcade is super uncomfortable to me, and nobody else seemed to pull that out. But that was intriguing to me, and I would love it if that was kind of a thing to come. But none of the other videos gave me that vibe.
I haven't even seen the second concept.
Cool. Again, it would be so cool if this was all a facade, and that's why everything is "What do you think you see?" over and over again.
They all turn out to be old bald men.
Right. They all whip off their wigs at debut time. They're all older.
Uh-huh. We're all Americans. I could play that part.
Well, one of the members is half American, actually.
Hawaiian, yeah.
Yeah.
They could all be my clones.
Dad, you are.
I didn't mean half American. He's full American, but he's half Korean, half, I believe, Brazilian. But he's an American kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. There is some weird stuff in there, and that's why because I don't think Big Hit doesn't strike me as the kind who would just suddenly want to do a normal concept.
I feel like I don't care about the concept. I'll know if I like them by their music.
Yeah. Not. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's always been your thing, right?
Yeah.
Like that's why you don't care about theories. You just want good music.
Yeah.
I would love, because I think to date my favorite thing BTS has done in terms of a whole package is Fake Love. Their latest performances at award shows with the dance with all the puppetry and the marionette stuff. It's really good. And I love that whole concept of like idols being puppeted around everywhere. Mm-hmm. And I feel like TXT could do something like that really easily with what they've been setting up.
Yes, it will. Once we done,
the live chat will be posted. Yeah. Big Hit is, even if you go back to their groups before BTS, they were always doing like interesting things that aren't quite on. I like Tear the best in the Love Yourself series. I think Tear is a really excellent piece as a whole.
I feel like BTS grew to be the BTS and now. Like, they were presented as a hip-hop band. They debuted as a hip-hop band.
Oh, yeah,
and that
absolutely.
stuck for a while. You know what I mean?
But even their early stuff was a lot of fight the power intent.
Which is hip-hop.
Yeah, well, exactly. But I'm saying that even then, like, they'll make fun of themselves now, being like, even if this happened now, this would be weird in K-pop. Like, it was never quite K-pop.
Yeah.
But if you even go back to the girl group, Glam, they did videos where, like, they're slowly taking all their makeup off while singing and stuff. Like, they're always just a little bit different.
Yeah.
So I'd be surprised. I'd be a little sad and surprised if TXT was just exactly what they look like they are now. I could see it happening because I don't.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but.
Yeah. So I'm interested in seeing what happens. Yeah, exactly. I hope their image grows, and that's why I hope they're not in the same universe as BTS. They deserve to be their own thing.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we're going to wrap this up.
Yeah.
It's been a great hour and a half. We love you guys.
Hey, Vu, your life is fine. We love you guys. Thank you guys for coming, for chatting with us.
Yeah. Bye. Love you guys. Aww. That was fun.
Bye. And this will post in just a minute, so you guys can keep talking to each other if you want to when it goes up.
Yeah.
Thank you for hanging out.
See you.
Love you.
Are you gonna say
Chloe.
bye or just wave?
Goodbye.
So long, farewell.
I'll be the same to you.
Even the dog is
and
barking.
to you, and you, and you.
Cute. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh.